There are a lot of ways to prime cartridge cases. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Frankford Arsenal Perfect Seat Hand Primer. Guy Miner here from UltimateReloader.com. Today we're going to take a look at this Frankford Arsenal Perfect Seat Priming Tool. And it's a nice little handheld tool, but why would you want to hand prime anyway? I started doing it back in the 80s. I had been happily seating on a big RCBS rock chucker press that I was using then, and that was fine, but you really don't get the feel of seating that primer when you're operating with a big press like that. So there's a lot of reasons here. Portability is probably one of the first things to talk about. You can pick your hand priming tool and take it anywhere. You can take it to the range, you can take it to a friend's house, you can take it to another room, you can do it wherever you want and then put it all away later. It simplifies the process because you're not worried about all the different steps in hand loading. You're not worried about case sizing, you're not worrying about seating a bullet and the powder charge. You're just putting the primer in the cartridge case, one thing at a time. You get a better feel with a hand primer. You can feel that primer actually going into the primer pocket, and you can feel it seat, so you know you're doing a really good job on that every time. And it gives you a chance to inspect every single case that you're working with. So let's take a look at the kit contents. This comes with a pretty good amount of stuff all in one very, very strong injection molded plastic case. Keeps it all there together. I like that because probably like a lot of you guys, I know at my reloading bench, I've got a drawer full of shell holders for all my various priming tools. When it's time to change shell holders, I'm in there rummaging around. Here, look at this. 12 different shell holders. They're all labeled. The little pegs that they go on are all labeled. It's pretty neat. You've got the hand primer itself. You've got the 12 shell holders. You've got the priming assembly. It comes with a large and a small one. This thing is pretty easy to swap out, and we'll be taking a look at that later too. It also has the flip tray, primer flip tray. Takes 100 primers, which is pretty neat. We've got the directions here, more than you need to know to get it done, and we've also got the chart here for what each of these 12 shell holders will accept, which cartridge cases. They will take the most popular cases, both rifle and pistol. So let's take a look at the features of this particular priming tool. First thing I noticed, it looks good. It's nicely finished. Second thing, I picked it up. This sucker has got some heft to it. I like it. It's well made. It appears to be very strong. The body is made of zinc and it's got steel internals, so I don't know. I haven't used it a lot yet, but I suspect it's going to have a real long life. And that's nice because I'm sure you may have. I've worn out several different handheld primers over the years and had to replace them. I got a feeling this one's going to last a long time. It takes both small and large primers. I've got it set up for large primers now. Pretty easy conversion, just takes a little bit. Unique feature on this, it has got a dial adjustment here to adjust the seating depth by 1/1000th of an inch at each click. That's pretty impressive. It has a positive hard stop, so you cannot crush a primer, which I've done when priming on a big press. Suits almost all cartridges, and I figured that out at home. I load for quite a few different rifle cartridges and a few pistol cartridges, handgun cartridges, and the 12 shell holders in this kit took care of everything that I load, from 204 Ruger up through 375 H&H and 4570 as well. The flip tray holds 100 large primers, rifle or pistol. Those are the main features of this priming tool. And like I say, pick one up and it's actually got some beef to it. I like that. So let's prime some 4570 brass. Fill up our primer flip tray here. And we've only got one that needs to flip. Just oscillate that a little, and there it is. There's a tiny little dam here that you can move back, a little plastic dam that holds those primers from going until you're ready for them to go. Nice. Look at that. I like it when they sit down flush like that. Very little effort here. Get another one in there. There we go. Yeah, getting into a little bit of a rhythm here. Large rifle primers in the 45-70. Got a little 45-70 project going on at home. I'm hoping to use it on a hunt here pretty soon. So I'm priming these cases not just for the demo here, but also for use. Okay, so I've been seating these primers in the 45-70 cases, and they're all nicely adjusted. They're working great. But suppose we had one that was proud. Look at that. Unsatisfactory. Can't have that. All right. So what we want to do is adjust the seating depth with this dial right here. Click, click, click. All the way through there, because it's pretty darn proud. And let's try to seat that a little bit deeper now. So after we adjust it, no longer proud. And that's the seating depth adjustment. All right, we've primed our 45-70 brass, and we're going to move over to 9mm now. So to do that, I've already put the small pistol primers in the flip tray, and now I'm going to switch over our primer assembly in the priming tool itself. This requires that we push down on the thumb latch here, out with the shell holder, put it over there. Be careful, this is spring loaded, okay? And if you skip it, it can go flying. I also like to hold it more horizontally when I'm doing this so I don't have parts come all flying out. There's only 3 things in this. You've got this primer stem, you've got the spring, and the other part of the primer assembly. That's all out. We're going to start over here. Got our pin, got our spring, the rest of the assembly here with the thumb latch, and in it goes. Now, very easy to hold that down with your thumb, keep your thumb out of the way, and slide in the appropriate shell holder for the 9mm, which happens to be their number 19. Get our primer tray on there. Real easy to do. Open up the little dam so the primers can come through. Yep, there we go. 9mm case, and yep, I could feel it bottoming out in there. Very nice. Just below flush, just the way I want it. Very easy. I like the fact on this tool that I can actually feel the primer seating down in the primer pocket. Keeps it nice, real nice. I could see doing this more for rifle, I think, but yeah, I can do some limited amount of pistol priming with it. And that's how easy that is to do. Okay, we've used the Frankford Arsenal Perfect Seat Hand Primer to prime both large 45-70 cases with large rifle primers and these much smaller 9mm pistol cases with, of course, small pistol primers. I have to admit, it's my first exposure to this machine, this tool, and I like the way it feels. I like the way it's built. Works just fine. The biggest thing that I like about it is being able to adjust the seating depth of the primer, and then the fact that the whole thing is all in one nice case. It's all going to be there together. I'm probably not going to lose these parts and pieces like I have with some of my other tools for hand loading. What I want to know is, are you using a hand priming tool? If so, which one? What are you using it on? What cases? Rifle, pistol, whatever. Drop a comment and let's have a discussion. And that means it's time to wrap it up.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, where we've got unrestricted content, and Instagram. Make sure to follow us on all those channels. Ultimate Reloader also has a commercial solutions division serving law enforcement, the military, and the gun industry. We have some unique capabilities, including a comprehensive suite of recoil testing and evaluation capabilities, trigger profiling, and more. If you're interested in custom rifles like what we build here on the channel or gunsmithing services, you're going to want to go to rifles.ultimatereloader.com and get on the wait list. If you're interested in becoming a professional gunsmith, check out the Sonoran Desert Institute. They've got a degree program, they've got a certificate program, and you can study from home. Learn more at sdi.edu. Thanks again for watching.